Welcome back to D20 Tactics. On this channel, I play Dungeons & Dragons with my friends, and we explore combat scenarios and play out the tactics used to defeat monsters quickly and safely, giving you more time to get back to role-playing. I'm your host and Dungeon Master, Saracen0, and today I'm joined by BlindOracle, AzureWolf, LongFish, and Fear No Equal. Together, we'll run through typical battles that adventurers might see playing Dungeons & Dragons. Whether you're a new player trying to gain experience and level up your game, a seasoned fighter learning some new tricks and maintain your edge, or a dungeon master who wants to get the most challenge out of your monsters, join us as we slice and dice our way through monsters and mayhem and evaluate the tactics that decides who's going to make it onto the boss fight and who's going to be reaching for a fresh character sheet. In this series, the players are controlling characters straight out of the starter set.
I'm AzureWolf and I'm playing the Wizard.
I'm BlindOracle and I'm playing the Rogue.
I'm Fear No Equal and I'm playing the Fighter.
I'm LongFish, I'm playing the Dwarven Cleric.
At level 6, our daring adventurers are striking at the drow raiders from the Underdark. They'll have to face 6 encounters, all based on this theme, before they get to a long rest and level up to level 7. This is the 6th encounter in the starter set series, so if you missed the start, you can find a link to it in the description below. Let's review what the players have at the start of the dungeon.
I'm BlindOracle. I'm playing the level 6 Halfling Rogue. There are no spells to speak of. There are a bunch of items we're going to cover really quickly though. +1 shortbow with 60 arrows, potion of healing, backup short swords, 2 hunting traps to be used with fast hands, boots of elvenkind that give advantage to stealth while I'm moving, potion of fire breathing to help clear, daggers because you can never have too many knives, bag of ball bearings, again trick to be used with fast hands, the efficient quiver to help hold everything, vials of acid, and more caltrops to be used with fast hands. Right now we're at 3d6 sneak dice, and we also have a very important reaction that comes in the form of uncanny dodge.
I am playing the Fighter level 6. We have 52 HP, which is kind of a major feature, and 17 AC. Also, importantly, we do not take critical hits due to our adamantine chainmail. We have a magical great axe. We have a maul and a pike for a variety of damage as well as reach, and javelin for ranged attacks. We have extra attacks, so we'll attack twice on attack actions, and we crit on 19s and 20s. I have 1 action surge, allowing me an extra action, and second wind, allowing me to heal myself. I have 3 potions of healing, a potion of growth, and a ring of jumping.
Hello, I'm LongFish. I'm playing the level 6 Dwarf Life Cleric. I have a Warhammer. At level 6, I get another Channel Divinity and the Blessed Healer feature, which allows me to heal myself every time I heal other people. I have Bless Cure Wounds, Guiding Bolt, Healing Word, Inflict Wounds, Shield of Faith, Protection from Evil and Good, Lesser Restoration, Aid, Spiritual Weapon, and Warding Bond, Beacon of Hope, Revivify, Dispel Magic, Spirit Guardians, and Mass Healing Word prepared.
My name is AzureWolf and I have Potent Cantrip now as an ability. Spell-wise, I have Mage Armor, Magic Missile, Shield, Enlarge Reduce, Shatter, and Web, Fireball, Haste, Counterspell, and Slow would be the 10th.
All the encounters use monsters straight out of the monster manual with no modifications or adjustments. Encounters are based on challenge ratings from that book. I'll control the monsters and do my best to put as many adventurers in the ground as possible. As we go, we'll talk about the choices we made, why they fit the characters that the players are using, and what mistakes we make along the way. Grab your dice, draw your sword, and let's jump into combat. So this dungeon is a drow strong point. The drow have been using this point to raid above ground. You're going to be traveling into the Underdark and attacking the drow where they're camped out, eliminating them and securing the area, preventing them from leading any more raids into the above ground. The first encounter is traveling through the tunnels on the way to the camp. Is anybody casting any spells at the beginning of the dungeon?
I'm casting Aid on the Fighter, the Wizard, and the Rogue.
I'm casting Mage Armor and my Find Familiar.
Hit points, abilities, spells, items in hand. Fear No Equal. Start us off.
I have 57 HP. I have +1 Magic Great Axe in hand, and I have both Second Wind and Action Surge available to me.
Thank you very much. BlindOracle.
We're starting with 44 hit points. I'm starting with my +1 shortbow in hand.
AzureWolf.
I am starting with 43 hit points, and I have nothing in my hands. I have 3 first level slots left, 3 second level slots left, and 3 third.
LongFish.
I have 51 hit points. I'm armed with my Warhammer and my shield. I have 4 first level spell slots slots, 2 second level spell slots, and 3 third level spell slots. I have 2 channel divinity.
Monster abilities, items, and numbers. The first encounter is the Big Scary Monster encounter. Let's get this one over with quickly. The Big Scary Monster is a Drider. A Drider is a combination of drow and spider. The Driders are large monstrosities. They're chaotic evil, as most drow are. Fairly well armored, ton of hit points. They can move and they can climb. As all drow do, they can cast darkness and fairy fire. They have sunlight sensitivity, which is not going to make a difference. They can also walk over webs, which is not going to make a difference here. The Drider is bottom part spider, so they can bite, and then top part drow, so they have arms that they can use to wield weapons such as long swords and long bows. So that's what they're going to use to fight you. They have fairy fire, so they're going to hit you with that, try to get a couple of advantages to attack you, and then stand at range and do some damage with the longbow for as long as possible. Terrain and effects. So this map has some water. The water is difficult terrain unless you have a swim speed. It is not particularly deep though, so you don't have to worry about drowning in it or getting swept away by a current. Crystals require a climb speed or a DC 15 athletics check to climb across. Otherwise you could just move around them if you don't have the ability to climb over them. There's a set of stairs that goes up, and then there's also this kind of elevated platform thing here. If you want to go across that, you guys can absolutely do that. Otherwise the Drider's going to be climbing all over the place. That's what I've got.
What's the difficulty of getting up the cliffs on each side of the path immediately in front of us?
The cliffs have plenty of handholds, so they do not require any check to ascend. Same thing for this guy in the middle and this guy down here. You can climb up those perfectly normally.
Consumes movement?
Consumes movement at a double rate, essentially difficult terrain speed. If you have a ability that negates that fact, like a second story work, then you don't have to worry about that. Tactics. What are you guys thinking for tactics for this fight?
This feels like Tank's back.
Yep, turn and burn.
Get in close, beat on him until it's done.
You put our old nemesis climb speed in here.
We can't choke point this guy.
We might be able to surround him. At the very least, penalize him for trying to get past us with attacks of opportunity. But this doesn't feel like it's going to need any big spell slots or anything. We can save that for the next fights.
All right, any other thoughts, or are we going to get going? Go ahead and roll initiative. Who got higher than a 20? I have a 20 exactly for the Drider. Who has between a 20 and a 15?
17 after halfling luck kicked in.
15 on the owl.
Who has between a 15 and a 10?
14 on the wizard.
10 minus 1 on the clerk.
Okay, who's got between a 10 and a 5?
7 on the fighter.
So the Drider's going to go first. Drider's got 30 feet of movement. We're going to try to get into line of sight. I don't know that we're going to be able to do that. So the Drider's going to go to there and ready in action to shoot a longbow if an enemy comes within range. After that, we go to the rogue. BlindOracle, what do you got?
Bonus action to hide, a 25, and then I'd like to move behind the rock, and I think that's where we're going to stay.
After the rogue is the owl. What's the owl going to do?
Good question. The owl's best move, because of the range-wise, is to move up to the 3 south from that crystal.
No action for you. After that, we go to the wizard. AzureWolf, what do you got?
I think I'm getting right there next to that owl. Prepare a firebolt for anything that gets in the range that's hostile.
Okay, you cast Firebolt and concentrating on that. Cleric.
Dodge. And I am going to move. Get me in front of the rogue.
That's going to trigger the readied action. They're going to get 12 to hit you.
Nope.
Action, movement, no bonus action. Sounds good. Fighter.
Gonna go ahead and move up, put me just in front of the cleric since I have a little more distance than he does. I will go ahead and dodge as well.
All right, top of the order, Drider. The Drider is going to cast Fairy Fire on the lot of you. It's a 20-foot cube within range, so we're going to drop it onto this spot right here. That will hit the 2 in front that we know about, and coincidentally hit the 1 behind that we don't know about. So all 3 of you go ahead and make dexterity saves. DC is 13.
15.
Pass.
19.
19, that'll pass.
How's a 3 sound?
3 sounds fantastic. So you are currently under the effect of Fairy Fire. You shed dim light in a 10-foot radius. Attack rolls against you have advantage, and you cannot benefit from being invisible.
My invisibility.
We're going to jump back across the stream. Just put a little bit of cover between the 2 of us. All right, after that, we're going to go to the rogue.
So no readied action. I'm still hiding, running into the stunty problem. I'd like to try and be behind the crystal outcropping west of the team.
East, just to confirm.
Yeah, that's a dash action to get there. We will expose. You take the shot with advantage. Don't suppose a 15 will do it.
15 does not connect.
Then we're going to scurry back behind the corner.
After the rogue is the owl.
Just trying to confirm. That crystal, does it give a little bit of cover or no?
Depends on where you're positioned, but yeah, you can get cover from it.
Can I get the owl to move 4 west of the fighter there?
East.
East, sorry.
Wizard.
Think it's going to be kind of the same thing as move just in front of the rogue there. If it gets back into my line of sight, I'm prepping fireball.
And then after that is the LongFish.
Can you move me 1 south of the wizard? Do I still have line of sight to the Drider?
Nope, but you'll have it from here.
Okay. Yeah, that works. Alright, I will cast Sacred Flame. Make a dex save. Dex 15.
Dex 15, they're going to fail.
Nice.
6 damage.
Passes the concentration save with a 23. After that, we go to fighter.
As I am exposed and glowing, I'm actually going to see if I can get around this guy and get some cover. So if you can send me northeast up the cliff, and I will dash.
After that, we go to my turn. We're going to go to there and then take 3 shots at you with our longbow. First one, 21 to hit with a longbow.
Do I have cover?
I think I can see pretty much all of you.
Alright, then AC is just 17, and that will hit.
Take 7 points of piercing and 6 points of poison. Second shot, we're going to get a 14 to hit you.
That's a miss.
And then the third shot, we're going to get an 18 to hit you.
That'll hit.
4 points of piercing and 1 point of poison for minimum damage. After the Drider is the BlindOracle.
Can I hide behind the crystal area at the very north of the screen behind the fighter?
Yes, yeah. I think you need 1 more. Yeah, you'd have to dash to get there.
That's fine. We'll dash to get there, and we'll take the hide action. 27 to hide.
27 sounds pretty legit. After the rogue is the owl.
Move him up towards the rogue there.
Duck down, full cover. Yeah. After the owl is the wizard.
I'm going to try and drag him back towards you guys, so you may not need to move.
I'm going to step out. If I can get him in line of sight, I'm firing.
Okay, line of sight is going to look like that. I think you can make that.
That is a 14 on the die.
14 is not going to hit. After that, we're going to go to LongFish.
Move me 1 diagonal southeast. 1 more south. Do I have line of sight?
Got cover, but you got it.
Alright, Sacred Flame. Ignores cover. Dex 15.
21 to save.
Yeah, you pass. Alright, I'm gonna move 2 space up back towards where I came.
After that, we go to Fear No Equal.
We're going to do a Han Solo, and having been shot at, we're going to run back the other direction, and then dodge.
Okay, anything else?
Polling the class. Do you guys think I should duck back north into that total cover, or should I stay here and dodge?
I think standing there and dodging is probably better. I think if the Drider comes around the corner and doesn't see a target, it may choose to loop back the other direction.
Yeah, that's my thinking. So I'm just going to keep on baiting.
After the fighter is the Drider. Drider's going to go to there and shoot 3 shots at the wizard. First shot, 21 to hit.
That'll go through.
8 points of piercing and 3 points of poison. You concentrating on anything?
Nope.
Second shot, 15 to hit.
I'll shield.
Okay, raise the shield. Third shot, 10 to hit. Obviously a miss. Then we're going to go 3 back. After the Drider is the rogue.
Like to shoot the Drider, who I don't think has cover from that shot. 25.
25 connects.
Perfect. For 18 points of damage.
Here's the concentration save. You're going to fail the concentration. You no longer have fairy fire on you, fighter.
There's my contribution to this fight. Sure, we'll try and hide where we're standing. 25.
After the rogue is the owl.
I would like to move up and aggravate him for the wizard, and then back's fine.
Wizard.
Get him in my line of sight and firebolt.
Yeah, it's already in your line of sight.
Oh, and that's a crit.
Ooh, nice.
That's a 10 on the die. Let's move to some cover if we can. Just a little bit more.
After the wizard is LongFish.
I'll do the same trick. Move down, pop a Sacred Flame, move back.
9, so they're going to fail.
5 damage, then move back. That's me.
After the cleric is the fighter.
Without the disadvantage on attacks, I'm going to go ahead and move up and dodge.
After that is the Drider. Drider's going to go to there and take a shot at the cleric, who's the only person that can really see. You know, you got +5 cover, so, you know, let's hope this goes well. 16 to hit you.
Nope.
16 to hit you again.
Nope.
19 to hit you.
Nope.
That's me. After the Drider is the rogue.
You're running away.
I am.
You're not supposed to run away.
I am supposed to run away.
You shouldn't be afraid of the stunty. Come on now. I think the answer here is to pop out, get to the corner, and take the shot, and then see where we're at from there. With advantage from breaking stealth. Well, there's the crit.
Alright, sock full of dice time.
28 points. Then I'd like to sneak back behind the fighter. Bonus action to dash backwards. If I can get back to my original square, that'd be ideal.
After the rogue is the owl.
Can't get him near there, so I'm gonna move up just behind the fighter, because that's about all I can get him.
After the owl is the AzureWolf.
I'm gonna step out, shoot, and move back. Firebolt, where you at? It's a 19,
19 connects.
16, and move back.
LongFish.
The Drider has no cover from where I'm standing, right? I am going to throw a guiding bolt at it. 12 plus 7, 19.
19's what you need.
And level 1 guiding bolt is 46. 17 damage, and that's me.
After the cleric is the fighter.
Move up 6 and dodge.
After the fighter's the Drider. Drider's gonna do a similar thing. Jump to the pillar again and take a shot at the wizard. Wizard's got less cover. 23 to hit you, wizard. You've got +2 for the intervening cleric.
Still gonna hit me even if a mage armor's to go.
Take 6 points of piercing and 4 points of poison. Second shot, 15 to hit you. Remember, you got +2 for the intervening character.
So that's a miss.
And then the final one is a 14, which is going to miss normally. That's me, BlindOracle.
Put an impressive amount of distance between us. How tall is the river?
The water's only about 1.5 feet deep, not deep at all.
Okay, so I can't hide in the water, unfortunately. I'm a little too tall for that. I'm disappointed by this. I want you to know that.
If you went prone, you could hide behind the embankment here.
Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. So move, dash, hide. That's a 23.
Sounds good. Ow.
Move him up close, but yeah, that's about as far as he's gonna get, is right there next to that fighter.
After the owl is the wizard. AzureWolf, what do you got?
Move out, shoot.
You have advantage because guiding bolt.
21,
21 will connect.
16, move back.
Where do you want to go? Same spot or further?
Same spot, but I'm gonna go prone. I forgot about that this time. I should have been doing that from the beginning.
Oh, that's smart. Okay, cool. After the wizard is the cleric.
I'll throw another Sacred Flame at it. Dex 15.
12, so that's going to fail.
10 damage.
10 damage is lethal, and the Drider drops. End of the encounter. Report hit points. Fear no equal.
39 of 57.
BlindOracle.
44 of 44.
AzureWolf.
22 of 43.
LongFish.
51 of 51.
End of encounter actions.
I'm just going to use my second wind now, instead of doing it in the middle of the next fight. Second wind for 8 HP.
And I'd also like to collect arrows.
You cover half of the spent arrows. With the Guardian Drider destroyed, the adventurers push on deeper into the cavern. 1 encounter down, 5 more to go before the long rest. Thank you for stopping by, and I hope you'll join us next week as the adventure continues. I'm Sarson Zero, and I'll see you next time.